This video is going to show you how to normally log into turnitin.com and submit an assignment. Okay, so to log in, you're going to normally click on the login button, which will make available a login screen. You'll type in whatever your username, email you've selected is, and you type in your password, then you click login. Alright, this is not how your screen will look. This is how your screen will look as a student. Okay, so you should see any classes you're enrolled in. Specifically for biology, you'd see biology class. To be able to submit something, you're going to have to click on the class. You can't submit anything until you click right here on our class name. When you get to the class name, you'll get to our home page. This home page will include any assignments that are currently available. Throughout the year, the list of assignments will get longer. Okay, so we can see when this assignment became available. We can see the exact time it's due. We can see that up to the very minute. The post date might change, but that's at least a setting that is temporary in order to have Ms. Clausen submit some stuff. We could even get some information about the assignment, and we can click on the online rubric, which is the same type of thing as your checklist you have or rubric you were given. But to actually submit, what I have to do is I have to click the blue, submit button. So what I'm going to see is sometimes this option that says single file upload, which is the better option, but sometimes the default setting is cut and paste. This cut and paste option is bad, very bad. And the reason why you don't want to do this, it's asking you to do is to just copy and paste over your whole paper into this little box. This is not great because it's going to lose all your bolding, formatting, underlining, italics. It's going to lose all of that. So we don't like the cut and paste option. Oops, you don't need that. So if it said cut and paste at the top, please change it to single file upload. For single file upload, you should see this. It should say your name. Make sure that part's correct. And then you're going to pick some sort of submission title. Okay, make sure it's clear what the paper is. Okay, and then you're going to have two options. Let's say you are working on this at home and it's saved onto a folder or desktop on the computer you're currently working on. Then you would click Browse the Computer, and then it would pull up a window where you can look at different things on your computer. Many of you guys, though, wanted to be able to access your paper anywhere, and you've been using your Google Drive. You would click this option, Google Drive. You would click on your correct thing, and you would be able to do your login. It might prompt you to put in your password, and then you would search your documents. You might even click folders so you can see your different folders. Maybe you've created a biology folder to be organized, and that would help you find your document. You would double check and correctly click on it, and then double check everything's filled in. Then you would click upload. When you click upload, what it's going to do is it's going to show you a preview screen, and you're going to have to double check that it looks good enough, and then you're going to click forward. You can resubmit a couple times up until the deadline of the paper. What you're going to end up seeing at the end is something that's called an originality report, or a number. That is how much you have potentially have similar to other students or similar to online. For each thing, we have different requirements. For this assignment, that's the first assignment of the year, the background research paper, it is likely you will have something that could be up to 10 to 15%. Above that originality report, if it gets too far beyond 20%, I start getting nervous because that means you weren't putting it in your own words enough. It is better if it is 0%, right? Because that means you're putting everything in your own words. Okay, but really, we all have the same MLA citations, so some of them are going to have some overlap, okay? So, please, please, please submit on time, and this is how you do so. Bye, guys!